These old quarterbacks, these old as stand in the pocket, drop back traditional quarterbacks, they're done. Like that breed of quarterback is pretty much over, man. It's coming to it's an end of an era. I don't like the GMs. You can listen to them all they want. You can listen to all these talk shows and, oh yeah, you need that drop back quarterback. There's nothing better, but you got to be able to do everything nowadays. You can't be just a sitting duck in that pocket no more. These defenders has gotten bigger, stronger, faster. Like you got way less time to throw now than ever. Like these pass rushers is crazy, man. And like the Phillip Rivers of the world, the Tom Brady's, like these are dying breeds in the NFL. Now we've seen it with Eli Manning. He's done. Roethlisberger was always a person that can extend plays and move in the pocket, but he's banged up. He's always hurt. Tom Brady, he's looking bad. Joe Flacco's fucking trash. It's a new era, man. Like you look at the top quarterbacks in the league right now. Patrick Mahomes, probably the best quarterback in the league between him and Wilson, but both mobile quarterbacks that can move, that can extend plays, that can go and gain yards with their legs if need be. Russell Wilson the same way. Deshaun Watson, same way. Lamar Jackson, same way. Even like the younger group like Baker Mayfield, he's not a sitting duck in the pocket. Even though I'm not a big Baker fan myself, but yeah, man. Carson Wentz, just to mention another name, but that breed of quarterback is looking like it's a dying breed in the NFLs, and it's a new era. It is a new era in this bitch. But that's pretty much all the games that I wanted to talk about here from this past week. I'm not going to talk about week 11 just yet. Was this week 11? That was week 11. I'm not going to talk about week 12 just yet. We're doing another episode on Friday. I'm going to have a special guest on, and we're going to go through a couple of those games there. So we'll give you some picks there. I did want to discuss the Colin Kaepernick situation real quick, that workout, and then also just wanted to talk about the MVP power rankings as well, and then division standings too. So the Colin Kaepernick workout. Colin recently, the NFL decided to schedule a workout for Colin Kaepernick to, I guess, display his skills as they tried to paint it at least. And they scheduled it, we're 12 weeks into the season, 11 weeks to the season, and they scheduled it for a Saturday. So the day before, teams are preparing to go play a game. So it's like, okay. From jump, everything just sounded fishy for me. I'm like, what? Like, okay, first I'm thinking like, okay, why did they just decide to schedule a workout all of a sudden? Why is it on a Saturday? Why is it, we're already halfway through the season. Why wait so late? And I'm just questioning all this shit. I'm like, what is the real agenda? Like, that's my mindset right then and there. I'm like, what is really going on? What are y'all really up to? Because that sounds real fishy to me. And then it turns out that and details are still coming out as well. And I'm speaking on from what I've gathered, the information that I understand. So what the NFL wanted to do was once the workout was supposed to commence, and it was supposed to be in Atlanta, in the Atlanta Falcons facility, and they were supposed to basically control everything, like the receivers he's throwing to, the facility. They wanted him to sign this waiver that wasn't the standard injury waiver for players that's working out. It was more of the, I guess it was a loophole where if he doesn't get signed by an NFL team, that Colin Kaepernick can't sue them no longer or some shit like that, from my understanding. And man, it was kind of bullshit what the NFL was doing. It seems to me what happened was that the NFL tried to paint a picture in fans' heads to basically try to make them look like the good guy. Where it's like, hey, listen, we tried to give him a job. We tried to do our part, and look what he did. But Colin, credit to him, man. He wasn't going for that bullshit. He didn't sign that bullshit ass waiver that they try to have him sign. It wasn't the typical waiver. They counteracted that with a regular waiver that everybody normally signs, and NFL rejected that. And then they said that he couldn't film the workout session himself. Nobody could film and no media members can be there. So Colin said, okay, well, we're going to scrap this and then I'll hold my own workout. And I guess like 24 team representatives were going to be there to watch. But then when he held it his own, which was like an hour away at a high school in Georgia, from like an hour away from Atlanta, instead only like 6 or 8 teams showed up. But still, a couple of teams showed up and he's able to, control the workout. He got his own receivers. He's able to film it. And kudos to him. Honestly, that's how I feel about it. And my main thing is, like, how are you supposed to trust this organization that they clearly have blackballed Colin Kaepernick? Like, people that still denying that, people that want to mention, his skill set as the reason why he doesn't have a job. No, that's bullshit. And I ask you that. I say this all the time. My argument with Colin Kaepernick is consistent. Like, people that say, okay, well, no, he doesn't. It's not the protest. That's, it's he look at his last seasons and he looked like shit throwing them. Okay, fine. You can believe that he's not a good quarterback. That's fine. I understand that. I don't think he's a starting caliber quarterback myself. Well, I don't think, we know for sure. But I tell you for what, I guarantee he's one of the best 64 fucking quarterbacks in this damn world. You telling me right now that he couldn't be a backup for almost like damn near every team in the NFL? And obviously it's based on system and whatnot there for you, but whatever. Even the teams that run a similar systems like Baltimore, Buffalo, Houston, like these would be teams where they have mobile quarterbacks where he can run that offense if need be for a couple of games. Like, you telling me teams like that couldn't use Colin Kaepernick as a backup before they couldn't use his services? Like, you got dudes like Mitchell Trubisky as a starting quarterback in this NFL, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Finley, the Bengals rookie quarterback that they got going on, and he's a rookie, but still, you got shitty ass quarterbacks starting in the NFL that damn well they're not as good, they're not better or as good as Colin Kaepernick is. But yet this dude can't get a job to be a fucking backup, and it's not even like him getting a job. Like, he's not even getting an opportunity. There's like not even teams bringing him in to give him an opportunity to come and compete. That is crazy. This dude is a Super Bowl participating quarterback. Like, he brought a San Francisco team to the Super Bowl. And then on top of that, the people that like to say that Colin Kaepernick's skills diminished over the last years, yeah, okay, I get that. But have you seen those 49ers teams that he's playing on? Not the ones where not the ones that was going to the NFC Championship consistently. I'm talking about after that, after Jim Harbaugh had left. Them teams were shitty. You go ask any 49ers fan right now about those teams. They'll go tell you. There's reasons why they was picking in the top 5. Them teams was shitty as hell. You got fucking Chip Kelly as a head coach at one point. His racist ass. Oh my God. Those were some badass teams. What you expect? And even with his last season in San Fran, the man had 13 touchdowns and 2 interceptions or some shit like that. Man. Yeah. NFL, you don't look too good on that one. And then the whole media backlash, like Stephen A coming out with his rhetoric. I lost a lot of respect for Stephen A after that, man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, Stephen A? No, Colin Kaepernick doesn't want a job. He wants to be a martyr. He wants to do this. I'm like, shut up, Stephen A. What are you talking about, bro? And you know what? You can have your opinion on it. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But you sounded like a clown, dude. You sound like a real clown, Stephen A. That's not right, dude. He gave the NFL a pass on that one. Out of all the people to do it, I wouldn't expect. Well, honestly, probably would expect it from Stephen A. But oh well. But man, hopefully Colin gets a job. I kind of doubt it at this point. Highly doubt it, but we will see in the future. All right. I want to move on. I want to discuss the MVP power rankings. So right now, if my MVP power rankings, I'm going to give you a top 5. And I kind of already spilled like the beans earlier, obviously, but top 5 power rankings right now. Number 5, at this point, you kind of got to go with Christian McCaffrey. You got to put him in the conversation, right? Like you kind of just got to at this point, man. That boy is ill. Now, obviously, the Carolina Panthers aren't the best team. They're actually bad. You know, they're 5-5, so they're an average football team. But McCaffrey has been balling all season long. I only got his stats up in front of me. Let me pull these up real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. But Christian McCaffrey all season has been rolling, man. He has looked really good, not only running the ball but catching the ball. He has over 1,000 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns. I'm not even looking at his receiving stats right now. So he has 1,000 yards rushing, 1,059 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns. Plus he has caught 59 catches, 59 receptions, 517 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Dude is probably the best back in the league right now. Between him and Dalvin Cook, Zeke, like playing the best football right now. That boy's something different. And it's kind of funny seeing a white boy dominate like that at running back. I can't remember the last like dominant white running back. Like the best one that comes to mind was Peyton Hillis, and you know Peyton wasn't doing this shit. He's solid, and he made a mat and cover. But shout out to CMC, man. I like Christian McCaffrey a lot, so I'll put him number 5. Number 4, I gotta kind of go with Patrick Mahomes at number 4, and reason being with Patty, he missed 2 games. But even before that, man, you probably can make the argument that he was number 1 before missing those 2 games with that dislocated knee. But, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, again, he is just balling out of his mind this season again. 19 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, over 2,800 yards passing. Had he not be hurt for those 2 games, I'm pretty sure those numbers would definitely be a lot higher. But yeah, shout out to Patrick Mahomes. I'll put him number 4. Number 3, like I said before, Dak Prescott. I think I got to roll with Dak as my number 3 choice for MVP right now. He is having a great season for the Dallas Cowboys. 3,200 yards passing, currently leading the league. 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He has Cowboys at 6-4 and leading the division. He has looked really good. He has looked really good this season, and we'll see if he continues forward from there. Now, right now, the MVP conversation really, to me, comes down to Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson. And I had Watson in my top 5 as well before. This was before the Ravens game. After the Ravens game, I had to kind of take him out. That was a bad performance by Deshaun. That was a real bad performance. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback or nothing in that aspect there. Or if he can't get back into the MVP conversation, obviously. But right now, I think I had to take him out and insert CMC in there. But yeah, Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson kind of like 1A, 1B at this point. And I got to give the edge to Lamar as the front runner currently. But Russell Wilson's number 2 in my opinion. And he is having a wonderful season so far. 2,700 yards passing, 23 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He has looked really, really good so far this season. And that's not even accounting for his rushing stats. I don't even got his rushing stats up right now. I'm pretty sure he has a couple of running touchdowns in there for him as well. Actually, no, let me bring him up real quick. Hold on 1 second. Gotta love the internet. All right, so let's see here. So we got the passing stats in there for you. And then rushing the ball, he has 50 attempts for 256 yards and 3 touchdowns. So the man has accumulated 26 touchdowns so far, both running and passing. And he has that Seahawks team. What are they right now? They had a bye week. So they're 8-2 right now, Seahawks. Currently they're one of the best teams in the NFL. 5-0 on the road. Wow. Did not see that. Did not see that one. Damn. Shout out to the